Welcome one and all to Scotch and Smoke Rings. Looks like my volume's a little loud. Test, test, test. Check, check, check. Okay, that's a little better. Welcome one and all to Scotch and Smoke Rings. Good to have you on the program today. We are going to be playing some Silent Hill F, a brand new horror game, a brand new Silent Hill game that came out last month, at the end of last month. So it's less than a week old, and it's supposed to be super, super scary. I still have computer problems, and I tested the game before the broadcast, and here's how this is going to go. We're going to play the game, and as long as we don't have to access a menu to, like save or load a save or anything like that, we should be okay. But if we ever have to access a menu, the game is probably going to crash. The problem that I see is that every time you die, it sends you back to the menu where you then have to manually load your game, which is a potential crash point, which means that every death has real world consequences. I could actually crash the computer as well. So I'm going to be really trying not to die during today's broadcast. But aside from that, we should be okay. Not sure if I'm going to do the full 4 hours. We'll see how I feel after 2 or 3, but I am looking forward to diving into this game and playing it. Sarah says computer can't menu. No, computer cannot menu. I don't know why, but menu is not on the table. Scoopy Snoopy says, yay, I made it. Yes, you did, Scoopy Snoopy. Good to have you on the program. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Good to see I Am Still, G-Snap, and Alice in Bumbleland on Twitch. Good to see Roman and Dylan and Rum Moneygold on Facebook. And of course, great to see all of the regulars, members, and Patreon supporters on YouTube today. Josh Bunton first in the chat. Random Greymane, Wyoming Homesteader, Dwight Eisenhower, Greg Hinojos, Jeff Day, Alt Grendel, Sarah, the Magic Q, Retro Wave Anarchist 69, and Alt Grendel says hello to everyone in chat. Hello there, Alt Grendel. Good to see you, my friend. Josh Bunton says, uh-oh, this game is gonna crash repeatedly. Listen, your confidence in my old man gaming skills are noted. Josh Bunton. Listen, if you don't think I can get through this game without dying every 5 minutes, then I don't know if you've been paying attention over the years of watching me be elite gamer. That's L33T. Leet. Josh, have a little bit of confidence. This isn't my first rodeo. Anyway, new Fallout props. I don't think I've showed this off. The Jones Soda Company came out with Nuka-Cola Grape. Available on their website. I bought 4 of them because every time I get a Jones Soda, I buy it as a collector's item. I don't buy it because I want it. I'm not fond of grape soda. I don't really want to drink it. I want to collect it, right? But my son is fascinated by marketing and branding and anything that has to do with corporations and brandings and bottles. The idea that a fictional video game cola company is working with a real-world cola company to strip that company of its own branding and replace it with the fictional game branding that blows his mind. He thinks it's fascinating. So he really wanted to try it. He's wanted to try all of my Nuka-Colas from Jones. I've got the Quantum. I've got the Victory. I think it's the Victory. And then there's the Grape. And I only bought one of those other ones, and so I wouldn't let him drink it because I'm collecting it. So for this time, I bought 4, and I gave one to him to drink, and he drank it like, I'm like, you should put it in the fridge to cool it down. It's going to taste better when it's cool. He's like, no. And he pops it off, and he's standing here in my office, glug, 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 glug. I'm like, so how is it? Is it good? He's like, yeah, all right. There it is. Jones Soda, Grape, Nuka-Cola Grape. I'm looking forward to trying out more flavors. I haven't tried it myself yet. I'm not big on grape soda, but I've got 3 left. Eventually, I'll try it. AI Radio says, happy spooky month, Ox. I got a spooky game suggestion. It's called Kinetopet. Sounds Egyptian. Kinetopet? What? This is your scary game? Wow. Kinetopet is a psychological horror experience that takes place through Kineto, an early 2000s virtual assistant. Kineto is able to walk, talk, browse, adapt, and play games, as Kineto is like no other with its adaptive technology. Sounds promising. Doesn't at first look very intimidating, but it has potential. It has potential. Thank you, AI Radio. Alt Grendel sent 5 Oxhorn memberships to the community. Thank you, Alt Grendel, and congratulations to Jeremy Gray, Raphael Steed, Mitchell Shelton, Ariel, and Rob Holland. Thank you, Alt Grendel, and congratulations all. Anarchist69 says, how do you throw a party in space? You plan it. Well done, Anarchist69. Thank you so much. Sarah says, I've never seen them for sale. I had to get Nuka-Cola Quantum on eBay. I only got the Nuka-Cola Victory because I went to the Fallout Season 1 event in Hollywood, and they were handing them out for free there. They just were handing them out. And I saved one, and it didn't break in my luggage on the way back, and that's why I have one of those. But I haven't been able to find them online anywhere. As for the Grape, they were surprisingly easy to find. I got an email from Bethesda when they were released, just because I'm subscribed to their email list, and I bought it on the Bethesda website. So they should still be there. I think they still have some. Jake Benz says, happy Friday Eve, Ox, and all in chat. Thank you very much, Jake Benz. Urababer says, someone has a smelly computer. Happy Thursday, bud. Who could that be, Urababer? It couldn't be me. My computer is not smelly. It doesn't give off toxic fumes. It doesn't make people nauseous. I don't know where you're even getting this idea, but listen, if this is some sort of projection, I recommend you go and get it cleaned. There are people who can help you with that. I know that taking a computer apart can be complicated, using the little pressurized air. It's such a pain in the butt. If you don't want to do it, just find someone. Use a TaskRabbit or an eBay or a Craigslist and just find someone who can come and work on your computer. Give it a nice spring cleaning, because there's nothing worse than a stinky computer. So, a rubber burr, handle your technology is what I would recommend. Wasteland Wanderer says, hello, Ox. Hello, everyone in chat. Hello there, Wasteland Wanderer. Good to see you, my friend. Enclave Leader says, you see that Walton G? The ghoul will be on 76? Huh? What? I don't understand the sentence. That's the thing. It's not a well-crafted, I don't understand. Are you saying that the ghoul from the TV show is going to appear in Fallout 76? I don't understand the Walton G part, right? Because his name is Cooper Howard, not Walton G. So, anyway, will the ghoul be appearing in Fallout 76? That's news to me. I don't know how. Oh, Walton Goggins. Oh, the actor. Okay. Walton Goggins is going to have a role in Fallout 76? Okay, so presumably he'll be reprising his role as the ghoul, a.k.a. Cooper Howard, from Fallout 76. You were saying the name of the actor. I get it now. All right. No, I had no idea that he was going to be in Fallout 76. I'm a little confused because the ghoul is on the West Coast. I mean, 7 or 8 years after the bombs dropped? Sure, that's plenty of time for the ghoul to migrate from California to West Virginia. But why? Why? Like, what would the purpose of that be? I'm sure they'll come up with a really good story, but the problem is like, it's the problem of Harold. I was thinking of this previously. It's the Harold problem all over again, because we meet Harold in Fallout 1, and then in Fallout 2, we meet Harold again, and he's in a slightly different location, and he's got something growing out of his head. And then in Fallout Tactics, for some reason, Harold has moved all the way to Chicago, and we meet him there in Fallout Tactics. Again, not explained. It just so happens that he's there and that the game is set there. And then, oh, but wait, to make that even more complicated, Fallout Tactics takes place between the events of Fallout 1 and Fallout 2. So it's Harold in Fallout 1. Then Harold goes somehow to Chicago. Then Harold goes all the way back to the West Coast for the events of Fallout 2, where Bob starts growing out of his head. Then, for some reason, he decides to go all the way to the Capital Wasteland, where he becomes the Harold we know and love from Fallout 3. It's the Harold problem. Why is it that one character has to show up just where the game happens to be set at that period of time? It's coincidence. It's too much of a coincidence, and I don't like things that are too much of a coincidence. Having Cooper Howard appear in Fallout 76 is the Harold problem. It's too much of a coincidence. Sure, is it possible that Cooper Howard could travel from the West Coast all the way to West Virginia in the 5 to 6 years or so after the bombs dropped? Sure, it's possible, but it's why? Like, why? The only reason, of course, is because the game is set there, right? But within the context of the canonical world, he's not going to travel to West Virginia to participate in the game because he doesn't realize he's in a game. That would be breaking the fourth wall. So they better come up with a really good idea. But the problem is that when they do all of that, which they've already done with the Brotherhood of Steel, it just becomes unrealistic. Oh, all of these factions and people and characters from the West Coast on the opposite side of the continent are all going to, for some reason, converge in this one little area of Appalachia, where the game just so happens to be set. Sorry, it's not that big of a problem. I really don't care that much. It's fine. I look forward to seeing Cooper Howard in West Virginia. Where was I? Jake Ben says, I won't be on much of tonight's stream as I'm bouncing from hotel to hotel tonight. Well, I hope you have a great time, Jake Benz. Enjoy your hotel bouncing. Nick says, my off days finally realign with Scotch and smoke rings. Glad I'm able to once again enjoy one of the best channels on YouTube. Good morning/good evening, Ox. And his oxen? Is that what we're calling you all now? You're now my oxen? I don't know if I like that. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. That's kind of weird. But thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick. That's great. Enclave Leader says next update December for 76 Ohio map expansion. Okay. Well, that's exciting. Well, we've got a lot going on in December. Season 2 of the Fallout show, which is going to completely consume my time. And then apparently this update in December for Fallout 76. Cool. Alt Grendel says, I think you have to complete one playthrough to unlock the alternate endings. Not 100% sure. That's a joke. He's joking. Because I get it. Okay, no, that's a joke. I don't like that kind of gameplay. I've complained about it on the program. Forcing your player to have to play through a game again just to get the true ending, the real ending. I think I whined about that during Alan Wake 2. Ridiculous sort of thing, the whole New Game Plus. But I mean, at least they don't do that in Fallout 76, right? Too bad they do that in Starfield. Wade Speakerman says, what do a cigar, a human, and a list of prepositions have in common? A butt/butt. Cigar, butt, human, tush, and a list of prepositions. They've got butts in common. You're right. I like it. Thank you, Wade Speakerman. Tony J says, ox hoarders. All right, I like that one. You want to call yourselves the ox hoarders? What are you hoarding? We all know what I'm hoarding. Lore. I'm a lore hoarder. I'm ox hoarding lore. Okay, that could work. But then what are you guys hoarding? My videos. You're hoarding all of my lore videos. Okay, we got this. I like it. Vampiric Jess says, hey Ox, I got my pirate tattoo last month. Not sure what platform to send you a picture on, and I bought some merch of my favorite zombie from 85. Cool. Well, Vampiric Jess, I don't know. If it's decent, and I'm sure it is, just at me on Blue Sky or Twitter. I'll see it anywhere. And I can't wait to see your tattoo. That sounds awesome, Jess. AI Radio says, here's a fun question. Spelled with a W-E-S. If you can add your own faction to Fallout, what will it be called and what will the lore about them be? It'll be the Ox Hoarders. The lore of the Ox Hoarders is that they hoard the lore of the Fallout universe. They are the great historians of the world, and they not only record pre-war history to make sure that it isn't lost to time, much in the way that the followers of the apocalypse do, but they hoard post-war history as well, even getting into people's business. A lot of Ox Hoarders have been killed by evil factions because all they've wanted to do was infiltrate the ranks of those factions to get all of the lore of the Brotherhood and of the Enclave. It's a dangerous job, you know. But someone's got to do it. That's what I would do. The Ox Hoarders. Cola Valkyrie says, you have a great channel. How can we get more Fallout lore from you? I've been binging your videos and I'd love more. I'm grateful. Thank you. That's very kind. How can you get more lore from me? Oh, dear God. Wait. Just wait. I've been doing this for over a decade, right? I started in 2016, 2015, something like that. Almost a decade, and I've published hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of lore videos. There's no way, I mean, I suppose there is a way that you've watched them all, but if you're new to the channel, I think it's very unlikely that you've watched them all, so you got a lot to watch. Just go back in time, watch all my lore videos, and by the time you finish those, I will have published, 20 or 30 more, and then you can watch those, and then I guess just wait. I publish like once every other week, something like that. Like, I still publish. It's just not every day like it used to be. Brandon Beltfed says, what happens when Catwoman kisses Batman? The Dark Knight rises. Oh, cheers all, says Brandon Belfed. Thank you. The Dark Knight rises, or does the hidden bat squeak? I don't, like, there are so many euphemisms you could do with that. It's just, probably should sidestep them all, avoid them altogether. Enclave Leader says, if I gave you a challenge to play Fallout 3 again, to not kill any Enclave members in Broken Steel, destroy the Citadel, and go back to Adams Air Force Base, would you do it? You gotta also kill any of the Brotherhood of Steel. I mean, no. Why? No. I covered all of that in my video on Broken Steel and the Adams Air Force Base, just because I wanted to include everything and I didn't want to miss anything. So I, of course, explored the option we have to destroy the Pentagon by accessing the Bradley Hercules satellite from the orbital base crawler, or the orbital platform on the mobile base crawler. But for a canonical playthrough, I can't imagine ever bombing the Pentagon and leaving the Enclave alone, especially since they're all hostile towards you. And since we now know from the events of Fallout 4 that that's not the canonical ending to the DLC. So, nope, challenge not accepted. Nick Valentine says, big expansion coming to Fallout 76. New area will be unlocked, and there will be new lore to uncover. Also, Walton Goggins will appear as a ghoul. Also, new music from Ion Zur. Did you talk about this already? Briefly, and I totally didn't go on a big rant about it at all. But this is news to me. I didn't know about this before the broadcast. I'll have to look into it. Sounds interesting. Cherubic became a Bronze Ox. Thank you so much, Cherubic. Blue Thunder says, hey Ox, long time no see. Saw you playing Silent Hill F now, but will you also interested playing Chronos the New Dawn? It inspiring of Dead Space and Silent Hill. Chronos the New Dawn. Let me see. Released September 5th, a brutal survival horror. Maybe. Looks like it has potential. I'll add it to the list. Thank you, Blue Thunder. Clell Big says, why is the ghoul on the East Coast? Well, so you see, what happens is that in the year 2132, the ghoul, who has established himself as a wasteland mercenary by this point, finds a time machine, a portal. It's a time portal, and he steps into it, and it puts him back in time to about 5 or 6 years after the events of the Great War, but also changes his location in time to West Virginia for some reason, coincidentally, I don't know. And then when he goes back in time, he meets the Brotherhood of Steel, because, you know, everybody's got to meet the Brotherhood of Steel, and so he meets the Brotherhood of Steel and the Responders, and he just meets all the factions in Appalachia. He gets his hands dirty in absolutely everything. But then the Enclave creates a device that wipes his memory, so that he loses his memory, and he doesn't remember anything that actually happened in Appalachia. And during a fight or something, he gets knocked back into the time travel portal thing, so that it zaps him back to his current time and location on the West Coast, as if nothing happened. That's, calling it now, that's the plot. Or aliens, because, right? Aliens, It could, we know they're there, and who's to say? Why not, right? They abducted a samurai, so why not a cowboy? They already abducted a cowboy, Paulson. Why not another cowboy? Might as well. Enclave leader says next game play Metal Gear Solid Delta. All right, let's see. Interesting. Don't really know if it matches Scotch and Smoke Rings, but I'll put it on the list. Vampiric Jess says, the movie I was trying to mention is The Return of the Living Dead from 1985. There's a website and merch store now for it, and I bought a few things. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you found a merch store for something you're passionate about. That's great, Vampiric Jess. Mila says, don't know where you're getting the 5 to 6 years from. Oh, well, forgive me. What, the Fallout 76 takes place in what? 5 years after the apocalypse? Something like that. I forget. But then it was released in 2019. So that was 6 years ago. So is time being tracked in real time in Fallout 76? So would we add 6? I don't know. I haven't actually looked at the date on the Pip-Boy for a long time. So is the time in Fallout 76 being tracked in real time along with our time and then added to the time where we all stepped out of the vault? Or what? How are they dealing with that? Like, what's the canonical time frame that we're living here? 25 years after the war? Okay, was it 25 years after the war? That makes more sense. I forgot. 25, says Mila. Okay. So 25 plus 5 or 6? Are they counting the amount of time we've waited until after Fallout 76 came out? That'd be interesting. I would actually prefer it that way. I'd actually like it if the new content that they came out with for Fallout 76 took into account the amount of time we've all been playing it. Oh, but then that wouldn't make sense for new vault dwellers from Vault 76. Because the way the game works is you wake up as if the doors have just opened. So that wouldn't work. How do they do that then? Huh. Interesting. Nox Black says, no, the time stays the same. It doesn't advance? Time doesn't advance? But there's no way that Wastelanders could have happened at the exact same time as Steel Rain and Steel Dawn. Or the events that the Fallout, the Vault 76 survivors went through in order to join the Enclave and join the original Brotherhood of Steel Taggarty's Thunder that was there. All of that took a long time, right? And then for the cure to not only be developed, Nuka-Cola My Blood's in it, but then distributed to everyone in Appalachia, that's all in the same year? I'm gonna have to take a look at how that actually works. I'm intrigued. Enclave leader says, ever wonder why the Brotherhood of Steel don't use the Enclave power armor after 2 wars and salvaging and research into the suit XO1, XO2, Tesla that surpasses T45, T60, and T61? Well, you know, so the Brotherhood didn't defeat the Enclave on the West Coast. The Chosen One defeated the Enclave on the West Coast and blew everyone up at the oil rig. So there were no survivors except for the people at Navarro, and all the people at Navarro fled Navarro or went on a mass exodus and took all their gear with them, and the remnants of which were destroyed by the NCR, who did actually take over some of the Enclave technology. By sacking Navarro, the NCR got their hands on vertibirds, right? Which we see in Fallout New Vegas. But because the Brotherhood of Steel had been weakened between the events of Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, as explored during the events of Fallout Tactics, there just weren't enough people in the Brotherhood of Steel to make good use of scavenging from the Enclave. Of course, that's not true after the events of Fallout 3. Clearly, after the events of Fallout 3, the Enclave is decisively defeated, and all those soldiers are dead, and all of that power armor is just left behind. Your question, why didn't the Brotherhood take the Enclave power armor, which is clearly superior to the T-45 they had been primarily using in the Citadel, and the T-60 that they ended up eventually using when going to Boston? And my answer is, I don't know, because you're right. Their power armor is better. The Advanced Power Armor and the Advanced Power Armor Mark II, the XO1 and the XO2, are both better than the best that pre-war America had at the time, and certainly that the Brotherhood had at the time. Plus, they had the Hellfire. That's 3 suits of power armor, all of which are better than anything the Brotherhood and pre-war America had at the time. And those corpses are littering the Adams Air Force Base. There should have been plenty of suits left over to at least arm a division, or maybe even just a squadron. But no, we don't find any of that in Fallout 4. So, great question. I don't know the answer. Gianna King says, hey, Oxen fam, how are you all doing? I just started book 48 of my reading challenge. I'm averaging more than 1 book per week right now. Congratulations, Gianna. Thanks for keeping us up to date on your reading challenge. Book 48, that's great. Cheng Yang says, Ox, do you prefer turn-based Fallout or first and third person Fallout? I say turn-based is best for your age. What? Oh, he's so old. He should be playing those turn-based games. That's good for his age group. Listen, I have a healthy appreciation for isometric Fallouts and 3D Fallouts, for turn-based games and non-turn-based games. But I think the answer to my question is answered for you when you watch my gameplay footage of Fallout Tactics, because Fallout Tactics has both turn-based and automatic turn-based. That is, traditional turn-based from Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, and real-time practically. And for all of my videos, I turned on real-time, because I thought it was way more interesting to have control over your entire squadron and deal with them in real time. And so I prefer, I don't mind turn-based, and I like turn-based in some situations. For example, Wasteland 1 and 2, great games. But I prefer the 3D world of the Bethesda Fallouts. Those, in my opinion, are more fun to explore. Priscilla became a Bronze Ox. Thank you so much, Priscilla. The Light Spartan 778 says, hey, favorite Fallout guy. Also, just popping in, Fallout 76, the year started about 2102. It's now 2104, possibly 5 now. So there has been some time has passed at all. We just opened the door to Vault 76 and we walk outside and there's been a scorched plague, and also everyone dies, but then also everyone comes back. Oh, and also the scorched plague has been cured. Oh, and also the Brotherhood has arrived after the Brotherhood has already been killed. Like, if all of that happens all at once, like, that wouldn't make any sense at all. To at least have a couple of years go by, that makes a lot of sense. What doesn't make sense is why some people would have stayed behind in Vault 76 and slept for a couple of years after Reclamation Day. Because that's now what we're going to have to conclude happens for every new player, right? If it's, 2 or 3, maybe even 5 years after 2102, then where have all of the new players who are just now waking up in Vault 76 been that entire time? Just sleeping? Playing Pinnacle? Like, I would love to have that explained, right? a little bit of a narrative flaw there in the storytelling. Enclave Leader says Fallout 3 / New Vegas Vertibirds or Fallout 4 / 76 Vertibirds. I mean, they're both the exact same vehicle. The Fallout 4 / 76 Vertibirds feel weightier, feel chunkier, have better sound effects. I really enjoyed the cockpit of the Fallout 3 Vertibird, and we got to really enjoy it during the Broken Steel DLC. There's an extended segment when we're flying away from the Adams Air Force Base where we got to sit inside the closed cockpit. And we don't really get a moment or two like that in Fallout 4. I mean, you could say that when you're traveling to the Prydwen while infiltrating it with the railroad, or when you're traveling to Fort Strong for the Brotherhood, perhaps you have a moment like that. Still, I think I like the Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 Vertibirds better. Zarteth says, have you seen the purple hate bunnies? They're coming to steal our gravity. Happy spooky month, all Ox and 3. Well, I'm sure that's a reference to something, but I don't know what it is. But you know what? Happy spooky month to you, Zarteth. Enclave Leader says, I can hear your audio cutting out. Is that just me? I don't know. I mean, my audio looks pretty strong. Most people are saying that the audio is fine. Some people are saying that the audio is cutting in and out. Well, maybe what you're describing is clipping. I could turn the gain down a little bit. All right, I'll turn that down a little bit. Maybe there will be less clipping. Perhaps that's what you're talking about. Phoenix Prime says maybe we're dealing with a dragon break. XD. I don't know. I don't want any more dragons in my video games. I certainly don't want any dragons in the Fallout universe. There are enough in Skyrim. And in Fallout 76, we've already got dragon bats. We don't need any more dragons. AI Radio says, what are your thoughts on the Fallout character, the storyteller? For a person who based their channel on Fallout, is have a feeling you encounter him. I don't understand your question. Are you asking how I would feel if Bethesda published a character in one of their games called the Storyteller? Well, I think the Storyteller was the nickname, or at least the online persona, of another YouTuber who sadly retired or passed away some time ago. So if that's the case, I mean, I know that his content was beloved. So that would be great, but I'm not sure what that has to do with me. So I guess I don't quite understand the question, but I suppose I'd be all for it. Michael Ewan says, audio is fine. Hope all is well with you and your family. Thank you, Michael Ewan. All is well. All right, we got about 20 minutes and then the game starts. 20 minutes to get those questions in. You've got questions about the Fallout universe, about Season 2, about any updates for Fallout 76, and my thoughts? Let me know now. Nick says, I know you wouldn't support evil, but morally speaking, what is more practicable in the Fallout universe, morally good or morally gray? I think that's it's not a relevant question, because the question presumes that one of those two categories is going to be more practical for surviving the wasteland, which isn't true. It's not true. Like, if you take up the sum, if you take all of the morally good actions and choices that a person could make in the wasteland, and you sum them up and measure against their survivability, You're it's an impossible thing to actually do. It's an impossible thing to actually measure against. There are going to be some morally good choices that you make that will lead to your death. There are going to be some morally gray and morally evil choices that you could make that will lead to your death as well. Which one has more or less? I don't think there is such a thing, and I don't think that can even be quantified. So the question itself, the premise, I don't think works. That said, I will say that in general, there are a lot of people who presume that people who make morally good choices are going to be taken advantage of by people who don't. And while there is truth to that sentiment, I also think that morally good people are going to want to ally with other morally good people. That if you're a morally good person and you're part of a morally good faction, you're going to have an easier time finding people you can trust and rely on. You're not going to have to worry about being betrayed because neither of you are working for your own self-interest. You're working for the betterment of humanity instead of your own factions, which is going to make your alliance stronger. If you've got two morally evil factions that are united only for self-preservation and two morally good factions that are united for the betterment of humanity, then the morally good factions are going to work together to make better choices, even at the expense of their own faction, if it betters humanity. Whereas the morally evil factions in the alliance are only going to make choices that benefit their particular faction, regardless of what happens to their allied member. So, just in general, I think making a morally good choice for surviving a wasteland. But it's impossible to quantify all of the morally good choices and the morally great choices you could possibly make in a wasteland. Nick Valentine says, I suspect that they reset the events after each update, so for new players, they happen at the same time. And sound's still clipping for me as well? Really? Is it all the sound like my music as well, or just my voice? I'm going to have to watch the replay later because that's really strange. I'm sorry about the audio issues, everybody. Ravin says, Bethesda just uploaded a video about a huge map expansion for Fallout 76. Are you excited? Are you going to play some more Fallout 76? I'm moderately excited. I might play some more. Maybe. We'll see. Vampiric Jess says, are you in Season 2? Lol. No, I'm not. And I've said that on many occasions. Many people have asked me, are you in Season 2? And each time I have said no, because I'm not in Season 2. I've also qualified that statement by saying that if I was in Season 2, I'd probably be bound by some sort of NDA saying that I wouldn't tell anyone that I was in Season 2, which means that if asked that question, I would respond by saying, no, I'm not in Season 2, even though I was in Season 2. But I'm not in Season 2. So you don't need to ask again. I've answered it, and I'm not lying. That's the honest-to-God truth. And I'm really not lying, because that really is the truth. I'm not in Season 2. They've never approached me to be in Season 2. No one's ever talked about me being in Season 2. I'm not involved. If I was involved, I'd have to say that I wasn't involved, so. But I'm not involved. Trust me. Priscilla says, do you think the clubs from the new Vegas game, like the White Glove Society, will be extinct? Interesting. I don't know. I mean, I think we've certainly seen that a lot has happened on this trip. I don't know. I'm going to say no. I think they're still there. I think they're going to make an appearance, but it's probably going to be small. Enclave leader says if you had to choose between the position to be the right-hand man, like second in command of Caesar, Lanius, Colonel Autumn, Modus, or Eden, who would you choose? I guess I'd choose to be Colonel Autumn because President Eden gave Colonel Autumn a great deal of latitude to not only monitor the troops, but to also make decisions about where technology was going to be researched, the direction that the Enclave was going in, so on and so forth. And that freedom allowed him to collect a lot of information about Eden, including the self-destruct code, right? Colonel Autumn had an enormous amount of power that he just didn't use. He could have ended Eden at any time and taken over the Enclave and sent the Enclave off in his own direction, but he chose not to because he wasn't quite ready to do that. Alt Grendel says the audio is fine if you leave and restart the stream. All right. Well, if you're still having audio issues, maybe refresh the page. I don't really see any issues on my end, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Perhaps it's on YouTube's end. Nick Valentine says, I'll relaunch YouTube app to fix audio if needed. Awesome. Thank you, Nick Valentine. Brandon Belfed says, Ox in Season 2 would go to explain why he had to step away from streaming for so long. Now, listen, I know that, okay, the conspiracies are starting to swirl. I had to step away from streaming so long because my computer was gone, and I came back with a pretty convincing story. I mean, with a pretty convincing truth about where my computer has been the entire time. Go back to my last episode. I told the whole story. It was full of emotion and hand gestures. It was extremely convincing because it was the truth and not a story that I concocted to cover for an absence where I might have been off shooting footage for Season 2, which I wasn't. That is all conspiracy. So you can stop it with the crazy, crazy conspiracies, really. I mean, Bass Demolitia says, still waiting for a day one update where we can run around Appalachia as it was first intended. I had the most fun with Fallout 76 as a true lone wanderer, my sole mission to clean up the wastes. Yeah, I have to admit that my fondest memories of Fallout 76 were in the early days. That was when it was more fun to play, in my personal opinion. I mean, yeah, we've got events now and all of that, but it's, you know, you go to an event and you find 5 guys there in ridiculously non-canonical suits of power armor that are emoting with crazy sound effects, and then open presents showering graffiti everywhere, and then suddenly you're supposed to take serious a bunch of, you know, scorch beasts flying by and ghouls attacking you, and then you kill everything, but you don't even have to be there because they pull out guns that, you know, they've got, you know, millions of rounds for, and they just one-shot everything while you're sitting there plunking away with a weapon you've had for the past 6 years of playing the game, and then you're just sitting there like, why am I doing this? Like, what is even the point? But I still enjoy it. It's still fun. Alt Grendel says, not you, Oxhorn. Oh, great. Yeah, great. Thank you, Alt Grendel. That makes sense. That makes sense. Enclave Leader says, good choice. You have access to Raven Rock Archive. Yes, I would. Lots of good info at Raven Rock. AI Radio says, do people ever tell you that you look like Jack Black? I have had that before. I've gotten Jack Black and Kevin Smith in terms of physical appearance. People tell me I sound like Tom Hanks. I just think that's my West Coast accent, but... You guys are great. Purple Gold says 76 had enough exploring and lore to make it fun. Yeah, I mean, I was watching my old Garahan Mining Company videos recently for a new video that I'm working on. And while I was editing, I kind of caught myself because I was getting lost in the storytelling of the Garahan Mining Company and their rivalry with the Hornwrights and all of the deep, well-written, interesting lore on all of the terminals at the Garahan Mining Company headquarters and at the Hornwright headquarters. And there are certain stories, like the Mistress of Mystery, for example, that they just did really well. That they're just excellent pieces of storytelling, excellent pieces of world building. And I just feel like we haven't had anything like that in Fallout 76 for a long time. I think Steel Rain and Steel Dawn were pretty good. I think the way that they handled the Brotherhood, if they had to have the Brotherhood come back, which of course they did, but the way that they handled it was pretty well done. I really enjoyed the rivalry between Romani and Shin and the way that they explored the Brotherhood Codex and who would make, what kind of philosophy would make for a better elder. They did a pretty good job there. But nothing after that really has resonated with me. And there were still some storytelling moments, even within Wastelanders, that were just sort of like, meh. But 76, as it launched, had a lot of wonderful had a bunch of wonderful lore, not pre-war lore, it's post-war lore, but everyone was still dead. And it was still really well done. Knightley says, thoughts on going to Ohio in Fallout 76? Maybe they'll have a Drew Carey reference. I'm not sure. But yeah, it'll be good, I suppose. I've been to Ohio. I spent some time in Cincinnati many years ago. I went to the Cincinnati Museum, and that was a lot of fun. They've got a couple of really big towers with great restaurants. Honestly, when I visited Cincinnati, the city was mostly dead. It was mostly deserted. That was several years ago, so who knows, maybe it's changed. But it'll be interesting to explore Ohio in Fallout 76. Ryan68 says, have you ever played The Forgotten City? Very interesting mystery game. What is it? Forgotten City? Oh, I think this one has been oh yeah, it has. Yeah, I've had this one recommended a number of times. It's got overwhelmingly positive reviews. Published in 2021. Yeah, it's high up on my list. It's a game I really should play. Haven't quite gotten to it yet, but yeah. Thomas McCormick says, did you eat Skyline chili in Cincinnati? Absolutely. I was told before I went that I had to have Skyline chili while I was there in Cincinnati. And so I did. I had Skyline chili. I had chili dogs as well. And it was good. It was good chili. I got to say, it was amazing. I don't think I would travel to Cincinnati just to have the chili. But if I was in Cincinnati, if I found myself in Cincinnati, I wouldn't leave without at least having some chili, because it was really good. Mila says, Ox, you've played it? The Forgotten City? Have I played it? No. You're thinking of this Sunken City. Very different. Sunken City by Frogwares, right? That was the Lovecraftian game. He's talking about the Forgotten City. Very different game. This has like a Greco-Roman feel to it. It's got overwhelmingly positive reviews. Came out in 2021. And I haven't played that one yet, but I do intend to at some point. Nick says, if House is in Season 2, outside of flashbacks, does that strongly suggest the courier delivered him the Platinum chip, the NCR-1, the Battle of Hoover Dam, and Caesar likely died of his brain tumor? Yeah, I covered all of this in my video on on the trailer that was released. The fact that there is a new Caesar highly, makes us believe that Caesar died, right? I mean, they give us the impression that there was a new Caesar. There was a completely different person who was wearing the triumphalis. So that new guy was Caesar, and it wasn't Caesar from the games. So there is a new Caesar, which means the old Caesar must have died. That's clear. As for delivering the platinum chip to House, I can't really see any other way that House could be alive, as I covered in that video, because the only ending where House lives, the only ending where House doesn't become a vegetable, is the ending where you give him the platinum chip. So... And we see Victor, right? Like, Victor is still there in the Securitron body. And if we destroy House, Victor disappears, right? And we have to destroy House with the Legion, the NCR, and the Yes Man endings. So, yeah, I think we're being told who won, and it was House. But we'll see. We'll see. Knightley says, if Autumn won in Fallout 3, how do you think that would have affected the events of Fallout 4, and what would his enclave look like in your opinion? I actually discussed this very briefly in a message that I posted on Blue Sky after publishing my last video on Eden's Enclave. And my thoughts on that are that President Eden had the better intentions. He actually thought he was saving the wasteland. He actually truly believed that the problem with America was mutants, and that if only he could get rid of mutants, America would heal and thrive. Yes, it's true that he saw himself as sort of the owner of America, and the idea that he would actually reinstate voting and actually relinquish his power after destroying all of the mutants. I don't know if that would ever happen, but he did have the best interest of people at heart. Now, his plan would have led to the greatest amount of human suffering. It would have killed everyone in the world, right? Poisoning the drinking water. I mean, it wouldn't have been bad as the Enclave on the West Coast, because going into the airstream would have covered the world. Going into the water supply of the capital wasteland would have kept it pretty regional, I think. I don't think it would have gone all over the world. But still, it would have poisoned the people of the capital wasteland. So he would have killed more people, but his intentions were more pure. Colonel Autumn had awful intentions. He wanted to rule the people of the wasteland. He wanted to use Project Purity as leverage to blackmail them. Oh, you want pure drinking water? Come to the Enclave. We have it. Oh, but looks like you've got a cattle ranch. If you want some of this pure water, you need to give me, I don't know, maybe 30% of your cattle. Oh, it looks like you've got a farm. We've got troops to feed. If you want any of this purified drinking water, we're going to need you to send us, 30% of your crops every month. Something like that, right? He clearly wanted to use the water of Project Purity as leverage to blackmail the wasteland. The irony is that his ruling of the Enclave would have led to fewer deaths, because he didn't want to kill all of the people, because you can't rule people who are dead, right? He wanted to rule over them, and so he wanted to spare their lives. He wanted to turn them into slaves or vassals, and slaves and vassals can't be good slaves and vassals if they're dead. Which is really interesting storytelling, because you've got President Eden, who had the best of intentions but would have killed the most people, and you've got Colonel Autumn, who had the worst of intentions but would have saved most people. So it's interesting storytelling. Priscilla says, a question for the Rodox. What is a small Easter egg from Fallout 4 you would like to see in the next game? Sending love to you and your family. You mean a reference to Fallout 4 in Fallout 5? It would be interesting to learn more about the Cabot family. I would love to learn more about what happened to Cabot in Fallout 5, mainly because of his Lovecraftian connections there. That's a really, it's so outside the realm of what you normally get from a Fallout story. So, yeah, that would be interesting. I think that's probably my answer. Enclave Leader says Paulson from Fallout 3 is Raoul, or I'm sorry, Paulson from Fallout 3 versus Raoul from New Vegas versus Nick Valentine versus Cooper Howard. Who would come out alive? Also another, do you think we would get one Enclave victory? Pardon me. I mean, it's tricky because Raoul has lived for so long, well over 200 years. He's clearly a survivor. And yet Cooper Howard is as well. Paulson, he's a great little gunslinger, but he's really out of his element. I'm interested to see how his story turned out. Because at the end of the Mothership Zeta DLC, he just goes back to Earth and walks off into the wastes, right? We never learn what happens to him. I'd love to learn what happens to him. As for Nick Valentine, he's extremely intelligent. He's got high charisma. He's witty. He's sarcastic. Is he a really good fighter? He's adequate. I wouldn't say he's like an amazing fighter. So if we're saying versus, as in like a fight to the death, I'd say it's going to be between Raoul or Cooper Howard. As amazing as Paulson is, he hasn't had to survive for 200 years in a wasteland. He's been on a spaceship for a very long time, frozen in ice. So Cooper Howard or Raoul, it's going to be one of those two. I guess I'd say Cooper Howard between the two. Then he says, would we get an Enclave victory? You mean in any of the games? Probably not, because the good guys always win in a Fallout game, usually. Gianna King says, what do you call a political debate that's actually productive? A myth. Why did the congressman bring a map? To find his way out of tough questions. All right, we got some political jokes in the program today. Thank you very much, Gianna. John W. says, big update coming to Fallout 76. Hope you cover it. All right, yeah, this is actually me learning about it for the first time. But I typically do cover big updates from Fallout 76, so I'll take a look at it. The New Guy 95 says, Autumn is similar to Fallout 4 Brotherhood, honestly. I agree. I mean, this is why I came out with a video years ago called Why the Brotherhood of Steel is Evil. Because you're right, Autumn's Enclave is very similar to Maxon's Brotherhood of Steel. Alt Grendel says, time, Oxhorn. Oh, is it time already? Holy cow, that went by fast. All right, let's dive into the game. Remember, as I said at the beginning of the broadcast, I'm still suffering from computer problems. So if anything happens during my gameplay, it's probably not the game. It's probably my computer. I don't know. That said, when I was testing earlier, I did stumble into some invisible wall issues that I don't think were my computer's problem. I think that was the game's problem. At any rate, I am still suffering from computer issues. They typically show up whenever I try to interact with the menu. That means loading and saving. So I'm going to avoid doing that as often as possible. But we should still be able to get some solid gameplay in. So stick with me. We're going to try this out, and hopefully it'll work. All right, let me go turn off the lights. Okay. Okay, so let's go. New game. Weaker enemies and more resources. The traditional Silent Hill difficulty. All right, we'll go with the traditional difficulty. Puzzles, traditional Silent Hill experience. All right, we'll go with the traditional Silent Hill experience. Oh no, okay, well, we got our first crash. It was in the menu. As I said, I warned you already that it would probably be in the menu. But you know what? We're going to get through that. We're going to get through it. Just, I took my time is what was going on. I took my time. We're just going to plow through creating a new game until we get into the actual world, and then things will be okay. So here we go. One crash down. It's going to be okay. We've got a few more ahead of us. Okay. New game. Confirm.
私は一人でも全然寂しくないの。仲間外れなんか気にしないもん。
ひなこ、お友達のところに遊びに行ったんじゃなかったの？
男の子と遊ぶ子はおままごとに入れてあげないだって。
じゃあお姉ちゃんと一緒におままごとしよっか。
本
お待たせ。
お姉ちゃん、
何かいいことでもあった？
昔を思い出してた。お姉ちゃんって小さい頃からずっとお姉ちゃんだったんだなって。
ひなこ、私ね。
これお姉ちゃんにあげる。
綺麗だわ。ありがとう。
Oh, I hope that didn't get me demonetized. I should be okay.
ひなこ、親に向かってその言い草は何だ。
お父さんやめてください。
純子があんなにも高校娘なのに、どうして妹の前は何もかも正反対なんだ。
Dude.
どこ行く？話はまだ終わってないぞ、ひなこ。
お父さん、ひな子だって分かってくれてますよ。
分かってたらどうしてあの態度になるんだ。
Because you're a
これ
drunk.
も全部お前がひな子をずっと甘やかしてきたからだろう。
ひな子、お父さんはね、あなたのためを思って
友達のとこ行ってくる。
早めに帰っておいでね。
Oh, that kind of stuff pisses me off. As a dad, seeing a dad treat a kid like that.
そんなこと。
Okay, I'm gonna risk saving. I guess it auto saves. Oh, maybe I have to find a save point. Okay, I want to see if it can be dubbed. I know this is a cardinal sin when doing things like voice language, English, yeah. Show subtitles on, subtitle size, okay, so font, color. There you go. So when I was a kid and I had friends who were really into anime, they would get so mad at me whenever I wanted to dub it, whenever I wanted to play the dubbed version. They would say, "You can't watch an anime that's dubbed. The only true way to watch an anime is when it's with subtitles, with the original Japanese." I'm like, come on, man. I want to be able to hear it. So we're going to try dubbed. If you guys really don't like it, I'll change it back. Okay, so here we are. This is set in like 1960s Japan. And I don't know exactly how much they want me to like explore the world. We'll walk around a bit, see if we can find anything interesting to interact with. So this is the family house. Can't go inside. Mr. Virus says it's not a cardinal sin, it's a papal sin. Oh no. Oh no, I've committed a papal sin by turning on English dubs. Okay. Fork in the road, left or right. The game said go downhill, right? Well, that looks like it's downhill. So, what's up there? See if we can find something interesting. It's another hut. Nope, can't. Hey, we got lore. Yay. Article. Serious issue in Ibisugaoka. Ibisugaoka. April 21st, Showa 20, 1945, evening edition. Oh, I thought it was set in the 1960s. Or maybe this is an old newspaper clipping. The onsen geyser that suddenly started spewing water on the 3rd of this month in Iwashimizu, Ibisugaoka of Yamabe district finally came to a stop early this morning. The geyser reached a height of at least 30 meters, but the ceaseless noise and pungent hydrogen sulfide gas have left residents troubled. 3 individuals have been hospitalized with complaints of skin sores and other maladies they claim were caused by the gas. In addition, strong concentrations of arsenic have been detected in the geyser's water, 20 milligrams per liter. Many residents have concerns about future environmental issues this might lead to. Use P and go to collectibles to view which items and documents you currently have. Okay. Okay, article. More beer. Anything around back? This looks like a mostly abandoned little hut. Well, no, we got a bunch of chopped firewood, so it's not abandoned. But the road keeps going. Oh, wait, no, it ends here. Look at that. Entry to mountain prohibited.
Landslides blocked off the path. Used to climb up there.
It's not too bad, right? English dubs? we can actually understand what's going on. Okay, we got to turn around. Let's go down the hill as instructed. There's the family home. Oh, wow, we've got the town. We're going down to the town. Let's see if we can find any lore. All right, a bit of a fenced-in backyard, maybe a chicken coop of some sort. Can we go inside? Hey, look at that, look at that. Local doctor's note. There have been sightings of foxes coming into town recently. I'm sure that the older generations who have grown up learning to respect foxes are fine. But I'm concerned for any children who may try and chase or provoke the creatures. Foxes by nature are not aggressive, but just like wild dogs, they carry diseases such as rabies, tetanus, and echinococosis. Echinococosis, to name just a few. The town committee should send out warnings to ensure people don't get unnecessarily close to them. Is there like a Japanese mythological reason for foxes coming into town? Like, is there an old myth or an old wives' tale that talks about foxes coming into town? Is it as if it's like a harbinger of doom or something? Okay, well, hold on. So I need a new cigar here. Phoenix Prime says, to be fair to your friends, in the beginning, anime dubs used to be passable at best. In the beginning, you take one look at me and you're like, oh yeah, his childhood was at the beginning of anime. Really? I was at the beginning? Okay, I mean, you're not wrong. It was in the 90s and all my friends were interested in Sailor Moon, which I've never understood. Even at that time, I'm like, why are we watching Sailor Moon? This is a girl's show. I'm not interested in, let's watch the Gundam, right? At least I can understand watching Gundam. We watched a few. Even Dragon Ball Z, I would be like, all right, it's the same thing over and over again. We just spent 30 minutes watching this Super Saiyan fly in the sky and this Super Saiyan fly in the sky, and they both turn their hair yellow and they scream at each other for 30 minutes and nothing happens. Why are we watching this? But even that, well, I could understand. But they want to sit and watch Sailor Moon with Japanese language. I didn't understand what was going on. I didn't understand the appeal. This was in the 90s. They loved it. I needed other friends. I really did. All right. Let's check this out. You don't understand, Brandon. It's actually really good storytelling. There's a sailor for every planet in the solar system, and they're sailors because, you know, space, and they sail, and they've all got magical powers. It's really good lore and storytelling. What? Oh. Okay, there's nothing here. We're not getting rewarded for our explorations. But I take that back. We've gotten a little bit of lore. Let's keep going, see if we can find some more. Okay.
Pray.
Oh, guess I'll pray. Oh! F to rest at a Hokora. Pray.
Oh, God.
Hey, there we go. Save point. Save point. Yay.
What should I do?
And I didn't crash. Look at that. All right. So we need to keep going down to get to town. But let's see if there's anything interesting up here at this place. Oh, this is big. Oh, is that how we get down to the town? Hey, look at that. We got beer. Drinking at this time of day? She doesn't say anything. Oh, they didn't record any. Oh, that was the thought. That was the thought. Oh, I can't drink it. All right, we got a magazine. A woman is only complete when she's loved. 1960s, okay, we got to remember this is the 1960s in Japan. So, featuring the latest fashion for young women so pure they even make flowers blush. Wow. Okay. All right, so if that's the way down, then what's over here? They even make flowers blush. Aw. Oh, it's like a fenced off area. Can we get inside? No. Amanda Peterson says, good evening, people. Found a job within a month. Hey, congratulations, Amanda Peterson. In this economy, in this job market, it's so difficult. So congratulations to you, my friend. Anarchist69 says, planning on going to White Springs for my birthday next month. Do you recommend? I'm really interested in the bunker tour, but is it worth it? Your opinion? Yeah, I went to the White Springs for the Fallout 76 event, and I went on the bunker tour for free. I don't know how much it's going to cost you, but the tour was fascinating. It was so much fun just seeing a congressional bunker that was designed to save America's Congress in case of a nuclear fallout shelter, and all of the choices they made. It looks very different from the Vault-Tec one from Fallout 76, so you're not going to see that. It's kind of small, but it was really interesting, so if it's not too expensive, I would recommend it. It was a lot of fun. And the White Springs Resort is...
Oinari-sama. The fox god's enshrined all over the place.
The fox god is enshrined all over the place. Okay, so we got fox. Lots of little fox statues. What was that about G? Oh, journal update. Me. Shimizu Hinako. Me. There's not a single extraordinary thing about me, except maybe being tall for a girl my age. I used to be in the track and field club, which is probably why I'm better at sports than most girls. I guess I got used to running around a lot when I was a kid since I preferred playing with the boys. I will admit I can be quite stubborn at times. I don't like accepting things that other people decide for me, even if it's the right thing to do. More than once, I've rebelled and made the wrong decision, only to regret it later. All right, then we got Mom. Shimizu Kimi. My mother. If I had to choose one word to describe her, it would be pitiful. She's the one who bears the brunt of my father's violent moods and malicious abuse. When I was younger, she used to protect me from him, so I didn't hate her back then. But maybe I do hate her now. Even as my father screams in her face, throws bowls at her, and sends her out for alcohol late at night, she remains ever loyal to him. I just cannot, will not accept her way of life. Oh, this is dark and sad. Dad, Shimizu Kanta, my father. When I first learned of the term patriarchal husband and that it meant a man who does nothing but boss his wife around, he was the first person to come to mind. Dad barely talks. He ignores me when I tell him good morning, but if I say nothing, he gets angry instead. And once he's angry, he just explodes. He loses all control over his emotions in the blink of an eye. He yells at Mom, throws things around, and even hits us. Why can't he act like that in public? Why does everyone else only get to see his quiet, calm side? If it meant that I wouldn't have to spend another second with him in that house, I'd happily let myself be taken away. Uh-oh, that's a recipe for throwing yourself into a bad marriage at a young age. I hope she doesn't do that. Junko. Whoa, what is this? The older sister. We don't see the face. Interesting. Kinowata Junko, my older sister. She's one of the prettiest and kindest people I know, and there's nothing she can't do. I can rely on her for anything. Honestly, she's the greatest sister anyone could ask for. She's always been there for me ever since the day I was born, until she left to get married. Oh, happens to us all, I suppose. One white wolf says, I come back after a while and the first thing Ox spouts is blasphemy. Just kidding. There are a few serviceable ENG dubs out there, unless you're like me and you know Japanese, so you don't need subtitles. I knew it. I knew someone would get enraged. I know you're joking, one white wolf. Ryan68 says, that's some top-notch marketing in that mag. Love it. Yeah, I suppose so. Well, let's see. We got characters down. Let's see information. Inari-sama, this must be the name of their town. Ebisugaoka is mostly composed of Inari-sama believers. Oh, it's the religion. There are statues of Inari-sama all over town. My elderly neighbors treat them with great respect and worship them. Inari-sama, also referred to as Oinari-sama, is a goddess that puts old, unusable tools to rest. Wow, that's a very specific goddess. They are known for their offerings preference of abura age tofu pierced through with an old needle. It seems like other towns don't have these customs, though. I'm guessing they might be something special only we do for Inari-sama here in Ebisugaoka. And then tutorials. Okay. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, the White Springs Resort itself is absolutely stunning. They did a great job of replicating the White Springs Resort in the game itself. So if you want a good idea of what you're going to get into when it comes to actually staying at the White Springs, check it out in Fallout 76, because it's almost a carbon copy. The bunker is very different, but the hotel itself is right on. I mean, they did their research. Okay, let's see what's up here before we go down anymore. Nothing. Wait. Oh. Vegetable garden, nice. Can I pick any vegetables? Oh. What? I've been here. Uh-oh. I think I got turned around. I need to go somewhere else. Ah! Ah! Here we go.
Where is everyone? What about Chizuruya? Maybe I'll find someone there.
Head to the Chizuruya General Store. Journal updated. Well, where does it update the journal? Is it tutorials? No, it's not tutorials. It almost made me think it was like a quest log. But yeah. Huh. Oh, tab to open the map. Oh, look at that. Okay. So X. What do all these things mean? That's a save point. Okay, that was the door I tried to open, but is blocked. Okay, that was the road up that was closed. That was the walled off place that I couldn't get into. So we need to get to a store down there. I see. Oh, there's a little girl over here. Maybe we find a friend down there? Oh, it pays to explore. One white wolf says, until my wife catches me here with my shredded cheese, I will try to chime in something with some interesting Japan facts that may be fun. Sorry, cat. Well, good. I think that'll be fun. All right, well, wait a minute. Your shredded cheese? Please don't tell me you're sitting in your office late at night watching me eating from a bag of shredded cheese. Oh, please tell me that's not what you're doing. Shredded cheese is a garnish. It's something you put on something. You don't just eat a bag of shredded cheese. You know what? I'm not going to judge. You do you. Enjoy your Thursday night. Shredded cheese and all. Oh, my God. Okay, that's a dead end, but we've got another little house over here. Is that a mailbox? Yeah, it is. There you go. Article, Serious Issues in Ibisugaoka. I'm going to get it eventually. Starting around May, Ibisugaoka began seeing a high number of small earthquakes. The Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division predicts that there will be even more in the future. Residents remain on edge, fearful that these may be early warning signs of a larger earthquake yet to come. Rumors that these events are being caused by Inari-sama's curse have been spreading among the more religiously minded of the elderly population. What, did they not give her enough needle tofu? However, the Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division is urging residents to treat such rumors as superstition and instead prepare for any potential disasters ahead. Oh dear. There's a little shrine. Okay. Dead end. I mean, this is a really pretty town. Look at all of this detail. It looks great. All right, that looks like a well. Uh-oh, the road is closed. Cutscene.
Excuse me. Is anyone there?
Uh-oh. It's our first Silent Hill. Well, she just walks away.
Find another way.
I want to see more. What is that? Seymour Cleavage says, "Hey, Ox, today I tried homemade mead. It was good." Ooh, I hope it was. I had high expectations for mead when I tried it because I had only read about it for years. And then I found it for sale in a bar once. And I tried it, and it was way too sweet. And not nearly alcoholic enough. Maybe I just didn't get the right brand or something, but it wasn't my cup of tea. I was expecting something like really frothy and powerful with a slight sweetness to it, but it was way, way too sweet. Okay, so we got a car that's blocking the road, and then like a dead bird. Was that a dead bird that she stepped in? It looks like we got to go this way now. Should I explore every little nook and cranny? Because I think most of this is just going to be set dressing.
I remember there was a shortcut up ahead.
Okay, keep an eye out for a shortcut. Aha! Blue Thunder says, looks like dead chicken, I think. I don't know, I kind of got the impression it was like a crow or a raven. Maybe a dead chicken.
It's a curse. It has to be. How else could she die like that? I would never. Not that family. Someone's going to hear you.
Oh, we got some gossip in town. Who's talking about the gossip? Who died like what? Which family is she talking about? Okay. Well. Whoa.
You traitor.
Sakuko.
Where are you off to? Don't usually see you around here.
A truck was blocking the road.
Chizuruya?
I just want to talk to someone.
I'll be there in a bit, okay?
See you.
You traitor.
Well, that didn't sound very playful. Kind of got the impression they were old friends or something. Journal updated. Hey, we got a new person. Iragashi Sakuko. One of my friends. She's always got her head up in the clouds and is a little strange. She's constantly trying to worm her way out of paying me back for the 500 yen I lent her that one time. Her father is the head priest of the Senensugi shrine in town. She seems to take great pride in donning the traditional Miko robes and selling charms during the New Year's celebrations. Oh, looks like I missed a super chat. Ooh, if it's going to let me. Amanda Peterson says Ebesugauka. Try to pronounce the town name. Ebesugauka. Ebesugauka? Ebesugauka. All right, I think I can do that. Ebesugauka. One White Wolf says, fun fact, it's proper to address someone by their last name followed by an honorific, like san or sama in Japan, as a sign of respect. The first name is usually used by family and very close friends. All right, well, what does san or sama mean? Is that like sir or madam, maybe? Okay, she came from there. Okay, let's see if there's anything over here. No. So we go down here. All right, so that's where I was trying to get to. So that's where I should go. Let's see if there's any lore down here. They usually hide things down little nooks like this. Nope.
Where'd the driver go?
Okay, well, at least we got some audio. Hey, lore. Name Suzutani Mayumi. Last seen wearing a white blouse, long navy skirt, a beige neckerchief with black polka dots. Details of disappearance. The rest has been torn off. Oh no, we've got a missing person.
It's torn.
Amanda Peterson says San equals Mr., Ms., and Mrs. Sama is very formal, as in sir or madam. Oh. That's pretty easy. I got that. Okay, cool. So the honorific comes first? San? No. Last name followed by an honorific. So, like, what's her name again? Junko-san? No, that's the sister. she would be Shimizu-san. No, it's last name, right? So Hinako-san. I'm learning Japanese. Yay! Ooh, we got a roadblock ahead. Well. Oh. Well, finally see a person. I guess that's where we're going to have to go. Let's explore down here first. Ooh, we got a big pothole here. Still under construction. When are they going to be finished?
Shu.
Shu. Iwai Shu. Shu's been my best friend since forever. He's my partner. We've been having play dates for as long as I can remember. When we played make-believe Space Wars, we'd call each other partner, and for some reason it just kind of stuck. Kids of the Showa era tend to look down on the other sex, but never Shu. When I rebelled against my parents because they told me to act like a girl, he was the one who understood my feelings the most and stood by me. Okay, so she does like playing with the boys more than the girls. And she's got a best bud, and they're partners in pretend make-believe crime. And he's gonna die. He's totally gonna die. The best friend always dies first. I'm calling it. He's gonna die.
Hey, partner.
Shu.
I thought they're best friends. Why are they so awkward?
Say something.
What about you? Nothing you want to say?
Well, if you don't have anything, neither do I.
Well, that's my Hinako.
Is that gum or cigarettes?
It's not like you to just let stuff happen, though. But whatever you end up choosing, you know I'll always be there for you.
Shu. Shu, thanks for waiting. And Hinako, too. Rinko, what were you guys talking about? Nothing, really.
She said that she just wanted to talk to someone.
It helped, too. Oh. Glad to be of service, ma'am. If I had known you'd be here, I would have brought that magazine you lent me. Oh, you can hold on to it. I knew I wasn't getting it back when I lent it to you. What's that supposed to mean? What do you think you're laughing at? You've got something of hers too, don't you? Right?
500
Did
yen.
I borrow something?
Yeah, money. Little thief.
Hey, Hinako, do I get to hold on to the 500 yen I owe you too?
What happened to paying her back with interest?
I never said that. You can't prove I did.
Okay, that does it. If I lend you something, you're signing a contract to give it back.
Don't be such a
Oh.
meanie.
Oh, it's the fog. Oh, it's a Silent Hill game, the fog.
Yeah, but I fell asleep. Soccer girl, when will you grow up?
Hinako?
Sorry,
Oh, it's me! Escape the fog monster. Okay, I'm gonna escape the fog monster. Oh no. Oh, we got another fog monster. Oh, go down the alley. Alleys are always good. Nothing bad can happen in an alley. Yep. Oh no! Run away! Run, 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 run! Oh crap! Crap, crap, crap! Oh, where do I go? Where did I go? No, no, no. Okay, so that's my first death. I'm gonna try to keep these to a minimum. Amanda Peterson says, same age, friends, or younger, Chan Kun. So EY Kun. If older, San. EY San. Okay. So they're the same age friends, so it would be like EY Kun. Amanda Peterson says, in Japan, you have to confess your love. Emotions are not expressed as freely. That's why so awkward between two genders. Well, do we know that they're in love? I mean, from everything that we've seen so far, they're just really good friends. They were awkward, though. Does that mean they've got a crush on each other? Okay, cross your fingers so we don't crash. Here we go. Continue. No! No! All right. Well, I warned you about this. We're going to have to deal with it, but that's okay. It's okay. It's our second. It's our second crash in an hour. So we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Let's try this again. Let's see where my autosave put me. Hopefully it'll be okay. All right, continue. Where does the autosave put me? Here. Oh man, really?
It's torn.
Hopefully I can skip dialogue. It puts me here?
It's Shu. Hurt. Good thing I got this from Shu.
Oh. Note from Shu. Hey, partner. Oh, it wasn't cigarettes or gum. It was painkillers. These painkillers should work best for you. They'll not only take care of your headaches, but also any pain from injuries. I suspect that the main cause behind your nasty headaches is from you unconsciously grinding your teeth when you're upset. Does that sound about right? If you ever need to talk or anything, just call my name and I'll be there. Red capsules. Painkillers in capsules. Relieves pain and raises spirits. Slightly restores health and current max sanity. Oh, dear God.
That's better. Please let everyone else be okay.
Who put the ladder down? It was Junko, the sister. So the voice she heard was that of her sister? No, wait. These character entries have been updated. Ooh, okay. Looks like the character plot advances as the story does. Unlike my sister Junko, who was always the golden child, I've been a handful ever since I was little. My parents told me that I never listened to a single word they said. I'd make my mom cry and my dad furious. But Junko was always there for me. She understood me. She looked out for me. That's why I love my sister and have always done what she's asked of me. Or at least I've tried. She would smooth things out between me and my parents, which made life in that house a little more bearable. That is, until she got married, of course. Then we've got Sakuko. We read that, didn't we? Yeah, we read that. Maybe this got updated because of the crash. Here we go. We haven't read this one. Nishida Rinko, one of my friends, she's really put together, but can be a little inflexible in how she does things sometimes. Once she's set her mind to something, that's it. And recently that something seems to be clothes, fashion, and other womanly pursuits. Rinko once confessed to me that she had a crush on Shu. I told her that I was all for it, but if she can't get used to the idea of rolling around in the dirt and catching insects for fun, she might have a tough time. Because he's a boy, and boys like dirt. Yeah, he's a boy. All right, so Chiziura, that's the grocery store area, the general store. It might have started as a general store, but we've come to call it the candy store because half of what it sells is just snacks and toys. It's where all the kids hang out. My friends and I also meet up here, though we usually just sit outside and chat. Okay, 1 to 8 to use an item. Oh, hold on. Where are my items? Okay, so there's... Oh, okay. So we went there. So those are all dead ends. And this must be... Well, I guess that's the plague. And we stumbled out here. So we need to go that way? How do I access my inventory? Okay. Right. So that's the wrong way. Let's see what's over here. This looks shorter. This looks like a dead end. Yeah. So we're going to have to go that other way anyway. Another fox shrine. No save point. I really want a save point. Bandage. I'm guessing that got mapped to 2. How do I see my... My inventory?
What is this place? I need to get back to Sakako.
I mean, you grew up here. How do you not know what this place is? Find a way back to Chizuruya General Store. I mean, do we really want to go back there? View your objectives. See more with G. Tab to open the map. Okay, let's do collectibles. Use P to go to collectibles. Combat. Okay, recover health as you go. Equipment. Use B. Okay, so P for collectibles, B for equipment. Oh, okay. Capsule case. A box for over-the-counter antipyretics. I have no weapons. Omamori. I don't know what that is. And then items. Red capsules and bandages. Okay, so I've got 8 of those left. I'm going to equip it to 1. And then the bandage. Bandage is coated with ointment used to stop bleeding. And that's bound to 2. Okay. Well, I need to go up there. But I wonder what's over here. Hey. Red capsules.
Who's there? Is that you, Shu?
This is really good level design because the part of town that was familiar to her was all wood and beautiful architecture. This part that is unfamiliar to her is all sheet metal and pipes. It looks more industrial. It's less cozy, less warm.
Shu! Rinko!
What? What was that? There's a bucket. Oh! Oh, is that a mannequin? You're just gonna stand there and watch it? Oh no. Oh no. It's a mannequin. Oh, use space to evade enemy attacks. If you dodge just before an enemy lands an attack, you will perform a perfect dodge and recover your stamina.
Stay back.
Well, that was not a perfect dodge. You can escape from combat by getting out of the enemy's sight. Oh, they can go downstairs. Oh, that is creepy. What are mannequins doing walking around with knives? Gustavo Plays says, lol, Ox doesn't watch anime, so he has no idea that Japanese folklore horror is kind of crazy. I've played enough Japanese horror games to know that Japanese horror is pretty crazy. Red capsules. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out the timing for that dodge, because she kind of stood there with her knife for a while, and I didn't understand when I was supposed to dodge. Practice makes perfect, I guess. One White Wolf says, as you learned from the Silent Hill 2 remake, the monsters are based off a person's anxieties, emotions, and fears. Let's see what we shall learn today. Let's see what we shall learn about her fears. Apparently she fears mannequins. Can't say that I blame her. But I want a gun. I want to be able... Oh, no, we got a creepy... Oh... Okay, let's see what's over here. I bet it's loot. Yeah. Yokan. A jelly-like dessert filled with red bean paste. A bite-sized delight. Greatly restores health. Can also be used as an offering. Will allow you to receive faith. That's bound to number 3. That was on the radio? Oh no, she's going to be tormented by her father, isn't she? That's what this is all about. Her fears, her anxieties. It's going to be hearing things that her father has screamed at her mother over her life. Amanda Peterson says, no one tell Ox no guns in Japan for personal use. What? That's crazy. I'm an American. I expect guns for personal use. Slifer Yuki says, hello, Oxhorn. Apologies for the sudden noise, but I want to thank you for all the lore I've watched of yours over the years of the Fallout and other favorite series now next to the Elder Scrolls. You're welcome, Slifer. Thank you very much for stopping by to let us know. Much more to come. Okay, we've got a platform up there by a blinking light. We've got a walkway that way And we came from that way. Let's see if we can leap up there somehow. Yeah. We've got a shrine. Is this going to lead to a save point? We still haven't found another save point. Nice. Well, I don't want to miss anything. Whoop.
Anyone here?
Oh, man. There's going to be all sorts of mannequins in here. They're already giving me red capsules. One floor at a time, one floor at a time. I need to find a key. Okay. Well, that means we're going upstairs. Okay, so far so good. Got some yokan. Ooh, blood there. Red capsules, nice. And what is that? Oh, what? Oh. Oh, man. So stupid. Bloody key. A key with an unknown bloodstains. Not sure what it unlocks. I mean, I know what it unlocks. Why is there a bloody mask on the ground? Broxton Kane gifted 1 Oxhorn membership to the community. And congratulations to Cat's Paw 79 for snagging it. Thank you, Broxton Kane. Okay, well, there was another door. Oh, it's open now. Oh, it's open now. It's open now. Oh, no. Oh, no. Run away! Run away, run away, run away! The key doesn't fit! door key! That's the bloody key. Okay, well, we could go to the back door, or we could walk on the roof. Well, great. Well, I don't know what to do. We can walk on the roof. I don't want to walk on the roof. Go, what happens if we jump down there? We found 2 paths. All right, let's go. Return to the general store while avoiding the monsters. God, okay, I gotta get up there.
This isn't good. I really hope Shu and Rinko are all right.
Where am I? I don't recognize any of this. Okay, I could jump down here. I mean, I have been here before. There was that one path I didn't go down because I climbed up that one platform. Hey, red capsules. That got it! Ah! I can dodge it. I can dodge it. Or not. Oh, I gotta go that way. Oh, come on! How do I get past? Antique comb, a small hairbrush specifically made to be used in religious ceremonies. A type of offering. Yields a great amount of faith when enshrined. Pray! Some offerings not only recover health and sanity, but can also be exchanged for faith at Hokora. Use faith at Hokora to fully restore your sanity. If you've chosen story as your action difficulty level, then you can recover both your health and sanity without using faith by visiting a Hokora. Okay. Use faith you have received at a Hokora to obtain Omamori. Okay, let's save. Let's receive a random Omamori. Not enough faith. Okay. Offer items for faith. Okay, that gives me 300 faith. Let's try that. I mean, I can do these as well, but they also heal me. But I've got 13 red capsules. Let's go for broke and send it for faith. 360. Okay. Now we got to draw Omamori. Omamori Plum increases max stamina. That's how I upgrade my character. Okay. Equip. All right. Nice. I hear it. There's something creaking. Well, I'm on the way.
Ringo!
Yes! Lead pipe! Use left click to light attack. Though you won't deal much damage, you will be able to attack more swiftly. Use right click to heavy attack. Your movements will be slower, but you will deal far more damage and have a higher chance of stunning enemies. Enemies take more damage while stunned. Use C to lock onto an enemy. Use C to cancel. Gotcha! Okay. I got a weapon! I'm coming! I got a lead pipe! Ah! Call me Colonel Mustard in the library. Ah! Oh, what do you want, huh? You want some of this? Counters. Certain enemy attacks will leave them vulnerable to counterattacks. A visual hint will appear when it's possible to counterattack. When the visual hint is shown, use right-click to perform a counter. The visual hint indicating that a counter is possible will be visible for longer when you are using control to focus. If no visual hint is shown during an enemy's attack, that attack cannot be countered. Additionally, hints will not appear while Hinako is attacking or dodging, so keep a close eye on enemies' movements. Well, I don't know if I countered it right, but I managed to get through without getting hurt. One White Wolf says, we welcome Hinako Shimizu to the Steel Pipe Slayers Club. Just like nearly every other entity in the series, the Steel Pipe is the old reliable. Yes, it is. I'll take it. I like a steel pipe. Prefer a gun, but I'll take the steel pipe. Okay, this appears to lead to a dead end. Yep. Toolkit. A portable toolkit containing commonly used tools for home repairs. Oh no. Restores equipped weapons durability. There's durability? Oh, no. Use toolkits to repair weapons and restore their durability. Toolkits can be added to your item shortcut using B. Once a weapon's durability has been exhausted, that weapon will break and disappear. Toolkits can be used to restore a weapon's durability. Durability high, so I don't need to use it right now.
Oh, damn you!
Shu, where are you?
Okay, that goes closer, but this leads to a dead end. I'm going to explore down here first. I wish there was a block. So far, I can only dodge. One White Wolf says, for our honeymoon, my wife and I went to Kyoto, and it was beautiful. But if one day we go back there and fog starts rolling in, I'm going to tell her to grab the closest steel pipe because of this game. Well, it sounds like you had an amazing honeymoon. And yeah, I wouldn't blame you. Ramoon, the best-selling soft drink in town. It packs a fizzy, refreshing punch that wakes you up with one sip. Greatly restores current max sanity. Can also be used as an offering. Nice. So we found the Nuka-Cola of the Silent Hill F universe. Sweet. I wonder why they call it F. Is it because F is the key that's bound to the interact button? Everything I open and loot, I press F. So I suppose it's fitting that it's called Silent Hill F. Okay, partner. Where are you, partner? Best friend, partner. Yokan. Nice. Why is the music still playing? Okay, I see the durability meter. It looks like a crescent moon on my weapon when I attack. I've used about maybe 15% of my item's durability. One White Wolf says, speak of the angel, I just got caught. I just got caught with my shredded cheese, so I must go. But to counter, you have to use a heavy attack when the enemy flashes red. Thank you, One White Wolf. I'll try to time that correctly. I haven't really seen it flash red, but I'll try. You can restore sanity at a Hokora, taking... Okay, that flew off the screen. Okay, another save point. Oh, the vending machines don't work. Another steel pipe. Cool. I've got 2 steel wipes. Great. Okay, so I need 300 faith to draw an Omamori. Is that right? No, I need 400. Okay. Well, let's sell some stuff. Cannot be used. Okay, I can use this. And that. That brings me up to 70. I'll offer it. I'm at 130. Well, it's going to be a while. Let's save. Okay. I got 2 steel pipes. I got some Omamori. Well, no, I got some faith. Oh no! What did I say? I told you. First thing I said, he's gonna die. I knew it. They always die. Nothing uplifts your spirits after your best friend dies than going into a candy shop and eating sweets.
Since you were little, you dreamed of a different life. A family that owned a candy store. Instead of some stuffy old shrine. And here, it's all yours. As much candy as you could ever want.
Oh.
Sweet dreams. Sakuko. for the day.
Ah!
Sakuko. Even if you're gone, I'll keep my promise. No matter what.
All right, you little mannequin jerk. What? Yeah! Kill those mannequins! Yeah! That's great. Love that. Oh no! Don't turn into a blood zombie!
Are you all right? Do not push yourself. Take a moment to rest if you need to.
Ah, she's dead. They're both dead now. This is their purgatory. It's a candy shop. No, even worse, it's a shrine. Poor guys.
Where am I?
Find a way out. Okay. Well, do I still have my lead pipes? No, they took my lead pipes. Oh. I still have got my Omamori. Why they gotta take my lead pipes? Well, let's look around this shrine. See what's up here.
What's this?
Foxes. Thy restless heart betrays thee as unfit for this auspicious day. Thou must first payest respect to the gods and the spirits of thine ancestors. A restless heart leads to a corrupt soul. Only through sufficient offerings laid upon many stands may thy soul be cleansed. Right. You gotta make more offerings. Okay. Switching weapons. Omamuri, we've already got that. And these are just all the tutorials. We've done that. Altar, that's a puzzle. Okay, so here's the first puzzle. The restless heart betrays the... Oh, so that's exactly what we just read. So this is a puzzle we got to figure out. First, pay respect to the gods and the spirits of your ancestors. So we got to lay offerings on... We got to lay offerings. No! Ah, come on. All I did is access the menu, guys. I wanted to read the tutorial. That's enough to crash the game? I say, guys, I can't blame Konami. This is my fault. It's my computer that's got the problem. It's not their fault. God, I hope it auto-saved.
Where am I?
Okay.
What's this?
Okay, so we've got a variety of offerings here. A fan, a vase, a firecracker, a little shirt. What is this? What is that? Is it like jerky? It's like it's like plague jerky wrapped up in a suit. Oh, that's a dead bird in a shirt made of paper. Okay, so we've got a dead bird in a shirt. We've got jerky in a suit. We've got it. It's not a firecracker. It's a dead rat wrapped in a leaf. These can't be offerings to the ancestors. All right. Then we've got an urn. Ew. It looks like a canoptic jar. Has this got like organs in it or something? And then a fan. A very normal fan. Okay. I'm going to pick up the fan. Oh, okay. Well, we've got symbols on each of these pedestals. This has little weeds. This has flowers. That has leaves. That has flowers. That has a tree. What? Okay, what? Okay, so a fan can create wind. I guess this kind of looks like wind. I'll place that there. Then we've got the jar of organs. Well, I have no idea. Where do you put the jar of organs? Flowers, leaves, tree. I don't know. I'll put it there. Then we've got the rat. Rats. Rats. I don't know. They like leaves. And then the birds. Birds rest in trees. And then whatever this is, this little organ thing, I guess that's a flower. Tuck on it. I hate riddles. All right, let's look around. Can I get some light? Anyone want to give me some light? I can't see. How far can I go? Into the darkness. That's as far as I can go. Are there any clues here? No good, it won't budge. All right. This is bull crap. Let's read the clue again. Oh no, I gotta go to my... Oh no. I could crash though. Fine. Let's go to... No, it was P. Thy restless heart betrays thee as unfit for this auspicious day. Okay, a heart is an organ. It could be placed in a canoptic jar. Heart day. Spirits of thine ancestors. There's a heart again. The third one is heart. A restless heart leads to a corrupt soul. Only through sufficient offerings laid upon many stands may thy soul be cleansed. This clue is awful. This is bad. This is a bad clue. There's a heart in both of them. There's nothing about a dead bird, nothing about a dead rat. Okay, well, my ancestors are mammals. And a rat is a mammal. So I guess that's close. What does this mean? I'm going to have to process of elimination this. No. It's a fish. Mr. Virus says rat on the left podium and fish on the right back. It's a fish? Okay. Right back, left podium. So how would we figure that out? Why does the rat go to the podium with like the twigs on it? Why does the fish, if that is a fish... Is that a fish? Yeah, I guess it is a fish, kind of. Why does that go on the podium with the flowers? How could we get that from the clue? Robe, urn, and fan in the front row, left to right. Oh. Robe. Urn. Fan. Is that right? Mr. Virus says rat on the left podium and fish on the right back. Robe, urn, and fan in the front row, left to right. Robe, urn, and fan. Okay. No good! All right, let's forget the clue. Let's look at everything else up here. We've got a fox. Is that a fox? We've got a fox, okay. And then like a deer and a cape. And then a gong. And then it's mirrored on this side. Look at the shiny wrapping paper. Arg, I'm dying. Oh, is there a clue in the shining wrapping paper? All right, let's see. Pick this up. Shiny. Oh, the shiny wrapping paper. Oh, that's got the flowers on it. Oh, okay. So there. And then this one has this one has clouds on it? Clouds? Are those leaves? Oh, it's that. Okay, and that has leaves. That has leaves. Okay. So that's easy. That's that. And then that has the twigs. It's got the little sticks. Yay! Yay! We got it. Thank you, chat. Uh-oh. Oh, it's turning red. You know it's bad when the light turns red.
Calm yourself, Hinako. That's enough. Give me a moment. I will open it for you.
Good morning. That must have been some nightmare.
Nightmare?
Who's that dude?
Are you injured? You must not be so reckless. You should take better care of yourself.
Thanks.
Shall we get going, Hinako?
Okay, crazy white fox guy.
Where?
What's wrong? This way.
What's that?
Follow Fox Mask. Okay, so the poem had nothing to do with the riddle. It was all about the paper each item was wrapped in. Got it. Mind your step, says the fox guy. All right. Mind my step here. Don't step in the water. I'm not going to step in the water. I'm going to go from light to light. That's the safe way. Okay. Well, there's the light. Do I just walk? Yep. To the arch. Okay. Why are you walking so fast? If you're going to be guiding me, then guide me. Don't run ahead of me. Doesn't make any sense.
Take all the time you need.
Well, stop running. Wait, was I supposed to take my time in that? Was I supposed to, like, read all the papers on the poles or something? Oh, don't tell me it's another puzzle. Snake. Are these patterns symbols of some kind? Oh my god, I can't memorize all these freaking patterns. What the... What am I supposed to do with that? What do I do with that? Okay, so they have the same symbol. What does that mean? Look at all of them. I don't want to look at all these things. Can I just get back to bashing mannequins with my lead pipe? I want to roleplay like I'm Colonel Mustard.
Hinako. Follow me.
Ooh, a Tonto. Is that what that is? A Tonto? A Kaiken. A beautiful dagger used for ceremonial purposes. The blade has been intentionally dulled, so it doesn't make the best weapon. However, it does seem surprisingly durable. The Inari statue's laughing. Creepy. Oh, okay. Okay, weapons. Lantern, Kaiken. Well, I mean, I need the light. I'll switch to the lantern if I need to. Do I gotta pay attention to these weird things? I don't want to pay attention to these. I don't even... I can't remember any of this nonsense. So forget this. I'm not going to do a card matching game.
Seems like it's locked from the other side. Wait, what's this shrine?
Okay. It's creepy because it has human eyes. And it's smiling.
I have prepared a key for you. This way.
Okay, right. Well, hold up, dude. I gotta light a new cigar. I mean, I wish you would explain to me what's going on instead of saying things like, oh, you need to control your emotions. Your fear is making it worse. And get a hold of yourself. Okay. All right. I see. Okay. Preparing a key. Okay.
This way, Hinako.
Well, some help you are, dude. You locked yourself in and now I'm stuck out here. You gonna make me solve a riddle?
It's locked.
Look for any hints. $160. I need 400. Okay, look for hints. I think I'm missing something. Okay, so looks like there's a little spinny thing. Oh, those are the symbols on the back of the little cards. Oh, man. Okay, so one of the dials is missing. I gotta find the missing middle dial, and then I gotta figure out the sequence here.
Wait a minute. I feel like I've seen something like this before.
Yes, yes, yes. But I just gotta figure out the animal sequence. Where's the missing dial? It's gonna be on the back. Oh, I hate this. As I pass into the world of the dead, I pray only that I do not pass through the gates of hell. Please hear my prayers. Divine water, fresh mountain water. It said those who drink this water will be blessed by the gods. Fully restore current max sanity and reduces sanity damage taken for a set time. Can be used as an offering. Okay, I think that poem is probably a clue. Something about the gates of hell. As I pass into the world of the dead, I pray only that I do not pass through the gates of hell. Please hear my prayer. Okay, gates of the dead. Oh.
What's this doing here?
Lightning cast down from the heavens, split asunder the decayed tree. From the earth grows kudzu, the prophet of eternal prosperity. Land of the dead, gates of hell, lightning from heaven, decayed tree, kudzu, whatever that is. Higiashi. Equip that. Hey! I don't think I can hurt it! I did kill it. Okay, I was able to kill it. Okay, clues to the puzzle will be in my journal. Yay. All right, hold on a second. Let's switch back to this thing. Shrine Vault. What are the clues? Lightning cast down from the heavens, split asunder the decayed tree. From the earth grows kudzu, the prophet of eternal prophecy. Okay, so that's the only one. I don't have to worry about the gates of hell. Fine. Lightning, tree, kudzu. Okay. Oh, hello. Mom, Dad, I don't think I'll make it home. I just wish I could see you one last time, Mayumi. Lightning tree kudzu. Flowers. No idea. Crane. No idea. Crane. No. Okay. A lot of the same stuff. Couple of flowers. I'm looking for lightning. This one has a symbol on it. Something must be off. Oh, they all have a symbol on it. Fire. I'm not seeing lightning. I'm not seeing a tree. I see a turtle. I mean, is that a tree?
That wasn't right.
Oh, for Pete's sake! So the more guesses I make, the more these things come back. Lightning, finally!
This seems right. Better look for more.
Lightning, yay! So I need a decayed tree and kudzu, which is some sort of plant, right? Bloodstained letter. For those who have yet to abandon hope, I've hidden the omomori that protects against evil behind the ima at... I can attest to its efficacy. However, no power is absolute. You must remain vigilant. This heirloom belonged to my grandmother, and now I pass it on to you. I do not think I have much use for it now. Behind the ima at... What's an ima? Now I can't look at those. No! I don't want to do that again. What an awful time to crash to desktop. No, man. Maybe it auto-saved after I figured out the first clue, right? Maybe it auto-saved. Ugh. Oh, wow. That's bad. Crashes when I load the save. That's bad. The man from Vault 69 says emas are those wooden plaques. Gotcha. Thank you. Hope I don't have a corrupt save. Yay! Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay. Well, at least we know what we're doing now. Wow, what is going on? I've been going for hours with minimal crashes, and now they're just all happening at once. One white wolf says, I'm back to help you out a bit. Your map can help you with where to go for the puzzles. Enemies in the other world get back up after about a minute of being dead. That creature can't see, but it can hear. Got you. So don't run. Don't run. I should have saved after solving the first one. That's what I'll do this time. Because autosave is sucky. I can't skip this. Can't skip that. Okay. Is that lightning? That's fire. So I'm looking for tree, lightning, and a plant. Tree, lightning, and a plant. Tree!
This seems right. Better look for more.
Okay, then all of these get knocked offline. I should go save. Wasn't there a save point out here? Oh, I'm at the wrong one. One White Wolf says, and lastly, to help with combat, use C to lock on, use focus when you think an enemy is about to attack, and when you see a red aura around it and time slows down a bit, use the heavy attack to counter. So I tried with C in that last fight. I tried using C to lock on, but every time I attacked while locked to him, I missed. I actually had better success hitting my attack when I wasn't locked. Thing is, I'm still missing the middle dial to that puzzle. Okay, so there's a cat on here. And I haven't seen it elsewhere. Hey, Omamori cat. Greatly decreases damage taken while dodging. Nice. There's 2 more cats. A lot of cats. I'm looking for lightning and some sort of plant. There's lightning.
One left.
Okay, now I can no longer interact with that. One White Wolf says, don't worry, Ox. It'll be much easier to learn the timing for counters on the mannequins. It's a red shimmer outlining the enemy. For this monster, it's when he raises both arms up for a big slam down. Yeah, I see the big shimmer, and I'm able to dodge it, but I guess I haven't figured out counters yet because I can't seem to do a counter attack.
Seems like it's locked from the other side.
Oh, come on. Really? Kudzu tea, a slightly thick drink made by dissolving kudzu powder in water. In this region, ginger and freshly pressed juice are added to enrich the flavor. Freeze it before drinking. Blue Thunder says, mannequins in this game. Why'd it have to be mannequins? I know, right? So when I'm locked to him and I dodge, I don't get far enough out of range to avoid attacks. Let's enshrine Kudzu Tea in the Yokan. Brings me up to 290. Let's record our progress. Okay, one more. Blue Thunder says this must be the Japanese underworld, and those big guys you took down just a temporary. Once you took it down, immediately run before it back up. Okay. Okay, I'm looking for a kudzu, whatever, I think it's a kudzu. It's a plant of some sort. Hey, there we go. Combination lock dial. Nice.
All right. Time to try that lock.
Whoops. Okay, I think the fastest way is if I go around here. Or not. Crap. There we go. Ooh, crashed while saving. Oh, that's great. That's how you get a corrupt save. That's how that does. Oh. See where we're at. Oh, please. Come on, come on, come on. Moment of truth. Okay, I'm back here. Ah, now I'm lost again. I was almost there too. Okay, here we go. Gonna risk saving again. Nope. Okay, lightning is 2 up and down parallel lines. Decayed tree is like a circle. And then a kudzu is like a plant with a root. Here we go.
That man. Where'd he go?
Stone key. A key fashioned from a mysterious stone. Looks like jade. Judging from what he said, it's probably something precious.
So you accept my gift? I fashioned this key from mystic jade,
Jade!
especially for you.
Especially for me?
Once you insert that key into the Inari statue...
Oh, crap. Glad I didn't stop to fight.
The door from earlier was for welcoming visitors. However, this door denies all but the select few who may tread sacred ground.
Am I allowed inside?
Why, of course. Today you are most welcome. We must continue on ahead. Shall we rest first?
I'm okay. I think.
Tell me if you need a break. Now then, onward.
I mean, the blood that the little doll scrawled on the wall said to not trust the fox mask. Okay. What?
Hinako,
Oh,
are you okay? Talk to me! Oh, thank goodness. Well, you never have been one to go down without a fight.
how are you still alive, dude?
You're alive.
Or we're both dead.
So, where's Sakuko? What is happening? Not a soul left in town. Some kind of terrible dream?
Monsters around every corner. It's one nightmare after another.
Still though, I got lucky. Even if no one else is left in this world, it's good to know you're still around.
Wait, what about Rinko?
She just said she needed to talk to me about something.
Rinko was supposed to be with you. How do we know if she's all right?
Oh. Sorry. I guess I was confused. We all got split up and ran off. I haven't seen Rinko since.
But where would she even go at a time like this?
Maybe she went home. Let's go find her, partner.
Shu.
Okay, first he's dead, then he's alive.
What's wrong? Keep up, or I'll leave you behind.
Whoa, some friend. One White Wolf says, as a heads up, the other world weapons have infinite durability.
I need to focus. Need to find Rinko.
Also, don't worry, you will get the counters eventually. Don't overthink it. RMB when the shimmer appears and it'll land a big hit. Okay, thank you. One White Wolf says, Shu wasn't the one whose body you pulled in the general store. It was the other girl who kept calling you traitor. Also, missed prior chat. Sorry. I was in the middle of a cutscene. I couldn't stop the cutscene, so. Okay, I thought. Huh. Well, why'd she grieve so much over the girl who was mean to her? Okay, so that we're back at the candy shop. There's the body of.
I'm sorry, but I need to get going.
Okay, apparently that was the body of the girl who called her a traitor, and the other one is still alive. Okay, so do I need to repair this? I mean, I've got 2 of them. Durability low. Let's switch to this. Why did you leave? You're supposed to be my best friend. You just walk off without me. Some friend you are. And we're just gonna pretend that whole dream sequence and purgatory thing didn't happen? Alright. Focusing. When using focus with control, your sanity will slowly deplete while your gauge fills up. Your max sanity will decrease if you're attacked while using focus in action difficulties other than story. Once your focus gauge is full, use left click to perform a focus attack. Your current max sanity will decrease, but you'll unleash a devastating attack that varies with each weapon. You can use items such as Ramoon and Divine Water, or visit Hokora and choose Clear Mind to restore your current max sanity. If you've chosen Story as your action difficulty level, then you can recover both your health and sanity without using Faith by visiting a Hokora. Okay. I picked up a new Omamari in the last place. I've got Cat now. Why can't I equip Cat? There we go. Greatly decreases the damage taken while dodging. I like this one better. Sarah says, partner, there's a snake in my shoe. Boot. Oh my gosh. Stinking mannequins. I hear more. Okay, so we got a path of... No! For Pete's sake! Oh, man. All right, I'm going to try once more. I got a few minutes left in the 4-hour broadcast. Let's try once more. See if we can get any further. Oh, this is just awful. I'm sorry, everybody. Stinking computer. Oh, crap. Well, all right. Try again. God.
All right. I need to focus. Need to find Rinko.
Wow, what the heck, man? Oh, it's like it's getting worse the longer I play. We'll try once more. Once more. And then I'll call it a night. Brandon Belfed says, Dear Lord Ox, please just buy a new computer. It pisses me off because it's such a good computer. Like, I'm playing this game at max settings. The game is detecting that the PC is fine. There's just some weird quirk that I can't figure out, and no one will help me with because it makes them all sick. It's such a good computer. Like, it works perfectly. Okay, it doesn't work perfectly well, but it works well enough. It's not heat. JC says it might be getting too hot. It's not. It's running like at less than 60 degrees Celsius. This game has 30 different screens that flash in front of your face before it gets to the menu.
I need to focus.
Okay, go back to weapons, switch to my good one. Find Rinko. Let's move forward. And we're going to have a few more screens pop up as soon as we get to the enemy. Tear down the enemy. Okay, imperfect, but I'm still alive. What have we here? What is that? What a creepy scarecrow, it says. Signata says GPU's overheating. Also, Kitsune shapeshift. You think my GPU's overheating?
Go away.
Well, maybe it is my GPU overheating. Huh. I wonder what I could do about that. Okay, well, looks like we found a woodworker's shack. See if there's anything interesting in here. I hear you. Another steel pipe. Nice. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Those guys aren't too bad with a nice charged attack. Kudzuti. Arare, a small crispy rice cracker. Its pleasant crunch makes it never boring to eat. Slightly restores health. The effect increases when used continuously. Can also be used as an offering. Okay, guess I can't climb that. Right. Well, this new steel pipe is at half durability already. Jeez, glad I found another one. I've only got one repair kit, though, and 2 almost broken steel pipes. Okay, well, this just goes back here. No, this is... Oh, I see. Ah. Local doctor's note. Traditionally, the residents of this town have long relied on folk medicine for medical care. Even to this day, a number of the more elderly members of the community still turn to herbal remedies over modern medicine. Too many times do I get these older patients come to me only after exhausting the usefulness of their traditional remedies. I just wish they would come to me sooner before it's too late for them. I was given the chance to discuss my concerns with one of the Iwais, a family who have stood as the town's physicians for generations. And to my pleasant surprise, they asked if I would give some talks to educate the elderly on modern medicine. I want to respect local traditions as best I can, though. After all, folk medicine and modern medicine are just 2 sides of the same coin. I believe they can and should coexist with each other. Yeah. Divine water. fresh mountain water. It's said those who drink this water will be blessed by the gods. Fully restores current max sanity and reduces sanity damage taken for a set time. Can be used as an offering. Nice. Okay. We're blocked there, so we go down here. Real men drink O'Tory beer. All right, let's see. Blocked. Looks like I haven't been down here. What? That was weird. It was very weird. Alright, we're still alive. Okay, I had to switch to my third iron pipe here. Okay, that's blocked. Well, with 2 of those mannequins in this room, there's got to be something good. Higashi, an assortment of small fruit-flavored candies that melt in your mouth. Fully restores stamina and prevents stamina consumption for a set period of time. Can also be used as an offering. You cannot hold any more items. What? Okay. I'm going to use my repair kit. Toolkit. Equip. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Well, I need to find a save spot so I can sell all the stuff that I don't need. She was stabbing at this door. I wonder if that means anything. Shoulder bag. Oh, yay. Increases inventory capacity. Nice. Well, perfect. Okay. That's a dead end. And the save point is down there. All right, so I need to go down here, left. Oh, but how do I get through there? Where's my destination? Head to Rinko's house. It's not marked on the map, is it? Current objective. What? How do I get over there? How do I get there? Head to Rinko's house. How do I get to Rinko's house? Huh. Well, I guess I'll just keep following the street. Oh, there's a street right there. The map continues. So I could go down here, up and to the right, or I could go down here and through that. Okay. Let's try and go up here to the right because there was less plague on the ground this way. Maybe that's a good thing. I'm running out of inventory space. I've got to find a place to save and sell. Yes! Oh, talk of the devil here. All right, let's enshrine our offerings. Nice, that puts us at 630. Sweet, we can draw an Omamori. 400, random Omamori. Clam, decreases enemy line of sight. That's pretty great. How many can I have equipped at once? Hold on, let me save. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to call that a day, everybody. We've been going for nearly 4 hours. So that's another broadcast. We're at 3 hours and 56 minutes. So there we go. We had a few crashes. Not too much. It disrupted us a little bit. We still got pretty far. Got a great taste for what this game is like. I've been enjoying it. It's one of those games I think I'd probably enjoy seeing all the way through. Lots of great tips in the chat as to what my computer problems might be. I mean, I could try swapping out the GPU. It's a water-cooled GPU. I'll check the temperature, see if it's overheating. For some reason, I don't think that's it. Because I'm having issues even when I'm not playing games. Like the computer will just randomly crash. It takes many hours, like 16, 18 hours of constant use and then just crash for some reason. At any rate, that's my problem to worry about. I'll figure it out. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll see you all again very soon with more lore videos and more live streams. Bye-bye now.